What's up, everybody? Alex Fasano here with the weekly VCast. Our topic today, the 36th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice. What a wonderful, wonderful moment that was in sports history, American history as well. Still considered today one of the greatest, if not the greatest moment in American sports history and in sporting history as a whole. 36 years ago today, the United States defeated the Soviets 4-3 in Lake Placid, New York in the 1980 Winter Olympic Games. What an amazing moment for Americans and for sporting fans in all across the world. An underdog story as amazing as that. A bunch of college kids rallied together by one coach in Herb Brooks and just dominating the Soviets in the Olympics in the second round. The second to last round before the finals. It's just such an unbelievable story. Names like Jimmy Craig, Mike Ruzioni, Mark Johnson, everybody. It's just unbelievable. This story, still to this day, people are still saying how crazy and so much of a miracle, miracle, because it's the miracle on ice, miracle that this moment was, and it truly was. To come from behind multiple times in this entire tournament, especially against a team like the Soviets at that time, the best team in the world at hockey. You can't even you couldn't write this. It's just the underdogs and the battling back and such pride this United States team had, proving all the doubters wrong. It's unbelievable. It truly is unbelievable. I know a good amount of people who consider the Miracle on Ice their greatest sports moment of all time, and it's true to say that. It really was such a defying moment in history. The Americans and the Russians, the Soviets, were in the heart and in the heat of the Cold War, and it just ended. It was ending at that time, and all this bloodshed and all this. There was no bloodshed because there was nobody. There was no actual war, but just the tension between these two countries, and to have it be settled on the ice in the Olympics, and to have it come out the way it ended is truly unbelievable. Americans today still have so much pride in that moment, and it really defines us. As I said, the heat of the Cold War. Ironic, isn't it? For us to just come out of that with the win and finish the games, win the gold, and prove to the world that these young kids from America mean business. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I believe someone I forget who it is, but someone once said, that team in the 80s, the United States beating the Soviets would be like a collegiate football team defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers of that year because they won Super Bowl 13 in 1979. And it's unfathomable. It really is. They're such a great team. The United States team made up a bunch of college kids from Boston and Michigan. Like, it's just so crazy. A bunch of college kids taking on professional hockey players from across the world and end up defeating the greatest hockey players from the Soviets in that fashion, coming back multiple times in that game. Again, I keep repeating myself, but it's truly unbelievable. It really is the miracle on ice, and it is what defines sports and just the passion and the excitement and the unpredictability of sports. Sports as a whole, people love it. People hate them. People love sports. People hate them. But that miracle on ice moment just shows everybody how wonderful this world of sports is and unpredictable and why we love it so much. Us in the sports industry, we just can't get enough of it. These underdogs and these Cinderella stories and number one seeds being taken down by the worst team. You can't write this. You really can't. And moments like that are what truly, truly help us as sports fans and sports enthusiasts bring out our passion and what we mean when we say we love sports, and it's amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite sports moments in history. I wouldn't say it is my favorite. To be honest, my favorite would probably be the Mike Piazza home run after September 11th, the first game back in New York after the attacks, when Mike Piazza hit that home run in the eighth. That right there. It also was another defining moment for Americans in the U.S. because it showed the world that we will not be beaten down, and it showed the MLB too. You know, the New York Mets, New York team winning in that fashion for Piazza to hit that home run in the eighth, take the lead and win the game, the first game back from the attacks. It's just like I said before, you can't write this. It's unpredictable, and this is why we love it so much. We really do. But I would probably say that's probably my favorite sports moment. As well as the Miracle on Ice, definitely up there too, alongside Santonio Holmes' touchdown in the end zone for the Steelers, and the David Tyree helmet catch, and it's just unbelievable. Sports, gotta love them, right? Unpredictability. Sports, be there. Sports, facts. I'm Alex Fasano. All right, once again, thank you so much for joining us here with the Weekly VCast. I'm Alex Fasano. We'll see you next week.